Hi, I'm Cheryl Hunter, best-selling author of Use It, Turn Setbacks into Success. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how to powerfully move through any challenge that life might hand you. One of the problems that we face when we're confronting a challenge in our lives is that it makes life feel so completely out of control. Now, of course, sometimes the things that happen to us in our lives are out of our control. A house goes into foreclosure, you lose a job, your spouse leaves, you're diagnosed with a disease. There are things in life that we can't control. The key is to control what you can. You can control your thoughts and your feelings. You can control your reactions. You can control the fact that you're still exercising and sleeping and eating right and taking care of yourself, that you're keeping to your normal routine. Control the things you can. That is the first tip for moving through any challenge. Tip number 2. Look to see if you can reframe the proportion of yourself to the challenge. So often we see a challenge in front of us and we think that it is so much bigger than we are. There was a story I saw recently on the news about a woman who 11 years ago walked out on her 2 young children and her husband and disappeared, moving across the country because she was confronted. They had financial problems and were going through a divorce. That's a classic case of someone who's unclear about their size in proportion to their challenge. Consider that you are so much bigger than any challenge that comes your way. And if you reframe that and realize that you're bigger than that measly little challenge, you will have some power. Think of it this way. The problem is temporary. You are eternal. Now here's step number 3. Look for and uncover the gift that the challenge is holding for you. In all the years I've been in this business and working with clients and leading seminars, I've found that invariably when someone looks for the gift in a challenge, they find something magnificent that they could have never even expected, and they're grateful that the challenge occurred in the first place. I had a client that was diagnosed with advanced stage 4 breast cancer, and she said, somehow this is going to be the best thing that ever happened in my life. Now at the time, people would have thought, that is crazy. Well, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to you. But she was bound and determined to make it so. She'd always dreamed of being a public speaker, but she was too shy to do that before. She started speaking to people in the hospital who were undergoing chemo and radiation with her, and her spirit shone through. She wasn't talking about herself, so she wasn't nervous. She was talking about how their road could be easy if they just believed that it could. Suddenly, voila, she's speaking, her doctor has her speaking to people all over the ward and throughout the hospital, and now she's a sought-after public speaker. It held the gift for her of becoming what she'd always wanted to be. And her cancer's gone completely into remission as well. So step number 1 and 2 and 3, I want you to remember again. Number 1 is to control the things you can. Number 2 is to put into perspective your size versus the size of the challenge. And number 3, uncover the gift that the challenge holds for you. If you like this video, share it with your friends, particularly those who are going through challenges but don't have the perspective that they could have if they watched this video. I'd love to hear from you as well. What tips do you have for moving through challenges? And if you apply these tips yourself in your own life, I'd love to hear from you on how they go. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Have your life make a difference.